Based on the meetings you've had so far now with the City of San Diego, are you seeing real progress being made?
Marty, we're at the concept stage, so the basic architecture has been put in place, the basic outline, I should say, and we really dealt with those aspects this morning for a couple of hours. We didn't negotiate, so I really can't tell you that concrete progress has been made or not made. We're not at that stage yet.
I think what you've seen so far in this plan, do you think the city has a credible plan based on the expedited EIR and the financials?
Well, the discussion this morning really dealt with three principal aspects. One was the design, which is in the concept stage. Things are very exciting in the concept stage, but you really can't dig into it on a detailed basis, and you have to have it on a detailed basis to understand what the financing is. We also dealt with the financing, and again, that's an outline which is based on the concept. And then finally, we dealt with CEQA, which I really put in a timeline. It's important to understand, and at least from our perspective, we got a very good understanding this morning that this is an EIR based on an existing site and in a state replacing an existing stadium. So it's intended to be a thorough EIR under the rules and regulations that are in place, but again, it's a thorough EIR for an existing site.
Anything encouraging come from today? Has there really been any real progress been made since your first meeting with the city?
What's encouraging is that all the parties are at the table. The city leadership is there, the county leadership is there. They have a tremendous array of experts who are at the table helping, and we have the Chargers in the league there. So all the key parties are at the table, and we're hearing from all those key parties.
Will you encourage the Chargers to get back to the negotiating table with the city? Do you expect that to happen anytime soon?
We and the Chargers work very carefully in this matter, just as the league works very carefully and very closely with any team that's going through this. We work on, in this case, the alternative in this market and alternatives that they may feel that they have in another market. So what I'm encouraged about is that the Chargers are open-minded and they're at the table. As to the specific points of view that they may have, I'll refer to the Chargers. We don't speak for them, we speak with them.
What do you need to hear when the city presents to the NFL, I believe August 10th, what do you need to hear from them?
I expect the August 10th presentation by the city will largely be around the lines of their presentation and discussion today. They'll present the key elements of the outline of a plan and how they're going to bring that outline to the goal line. And that takes months after August 10th. So August 10th is really a progress report and an outline of a project that they think is going to be attractive.
Last thing I'll ask you then, you have three teams pretty much in the running for Los Angeles. You have the St. Louis Rams, Oakland Raiders, and the Chargers. I mean, is this neck and neck? Is there any one plan that's ahead of the other?
Well, I can't really grade the efforts of one team against another at this stage, and probably it's not for me to grade them at any stage. That's ultimately, if there are more than one proposal, it's really ultimately up to the owners who vote, and I don't have a vote. What I will say is I believe that all the teams looking at this are being very thorough in their own markets and very thorough with respect to their alternatives. And whether or not anybody brings a proposal forth for a relocation, I think depends on variables which are still open. And the key variable is what's going to happen in their home markets. And that's why we're here in San Diego, to see if we can make something happen in San Diego with the San Diego Chargers.
Thank you for your time, Eric. I appreciate it.